Okay, so what we're looking at here is the entryway to Chris's math world. And the reason I chose math is because the population of students that I work with, who tend to be 9th and 10th graders, come to me with some deficiencies in the areas of pre-algebra, some early math, a lot of skills with fractions, but I didn't get as much into those as I chose to go with some shapes and some basic formulas, trying to find the area, surface area, and volume of three shapes, one being a cube, one being a rectangular prism, and the other being a pyramid, a square pyramid, as a matter of fact. But yes, it did get a little bit tricky, so that way you can challenge some of the students who may be a little more skilled and may find this less challenging than what they expect to be given. The signs around are to give them hints and directions. As you can see, this one's translucent. I wanted to kind of give it a unique look. Each of these information signs gives the students more information about what is expected of them throughout the project and what they need to do when they've come up with some solutions and feel as though they've solved some of the problems that are presented. So we move on to our rectangular prism. The directions are given that the front and back are the same, or the ends, the top and bottom are the same, and the sides are the same. So again, they need to find surface area, area of faces, and volume, and they are able to go in here and explore. As they do so, we added some creepy crawly looking faces in here to just for effect, but as the students go around, they will find signs that give them clues or helpful hints of how to proceed in solving these problems. The one thing I did come across, and I'm not sure as to why, but I had some tremendously great soil here, so these trees grew phenomenally well. I don't believe they're different than these, but they must be because they grew differently. This last shape, as I said before, is more of a challenge shape. Pyramid being tough because the students are going to have to determine height, and that's not easy to do just by looking at the center of a triangle or pyramid like they would in a math book. But again, we have some directions here. We have some directions here that the students can follow. They're to find the entry points of this pyramid, go through and locate their clues so that they can get in. Now, these are switch plates. As I cross them, they may not open right away. Got a little bit of delay. However, that's okay because we don't need to go in those doors. We have another one here. And while it would be nice if these opened, it's kind of more fun to explore. There's a little bit of a, not a labyrinth necessarily, but some dead ends and some walkways that lead to a trap door, which will lead to a room I will show you momentarily. One of the things I did here was to try and create an optical illusion to give it a little more challenge. The students may have to come up, check this out. They may not notice this right away, especially with the jungle leaves in front of it. But I wanted to kind of encourage them to look around, see what they could find, and explore. So as they go down into the pyramid, there are various clues in here that they need to explore. Our trap door drops us right in here, and that will help them with surface area. As they come back out, if they can find the way without being destructive, obviously that would be limited. They would work their way around here, and the last information block gives them directions to build their own village with these three shapes of unique proportion, and then also just get creative and have fun. They are also to report their findings on Google Docs as well, so that I can see where they're going with it and that they understand the basic ideas of finding measurement.